Hello. I can't believe I'm doing this without any makeup on. This is really horrible. But I was like, I may as well do it now and excuse my pyjamas because they're really gay. I might get a hoodie. I feel a bit, yeah, I'm gonna get the on my way. Right. Yes, hoodie. Hi, I'm just gonna turn my music down. So this is a new setting. This is my room back home. I got my wardrobe and I got all my space. So, yeah, so this week's been a bit crazy. I'm just going to change the music because I'm not feeling Ed Sheeran. But yeah, I moved home this week and it was actually really, really hard. Oh, a lot harder than I thought it would be. But I've done it. I've moved home, I've left Manchester, and don't get me wrong, like the last few days have been so emotional and they've been really crazy, and it has shaken me up moving home. Like, even though I wrote in my blog post I wouldn't let it bother me, like, recovery doesn't work like that, and it's a lot harder to go back to an environment that I was running from, to then just move back and act like everything would be okay. And it's a bit, oh no, it's a bit high up. I look horrendous. But yeah, just yeah. I just got back from a weekend away. Actually, I've been away for the last 3 days in Anglesey with my boyfriend and my parents, and it was actually really. Oh god, I actually look horrendous. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Nope, let's put that back on because that's horrendous lighting. But like we went out for lunch and we like had a chippy tea and we did all these things, and there's a lot of food and a lot of drinking. And when I arrived on the Friday, I was actually really scared because I didn't want my eating to affect the weekend, because on Thursday when I moved home, I got home and my anxiety was all over the place, and I was scared of being around my parents and just scared of living in an environment where I wasn't in control of food anymore. Like, my parents have been like cooking my meals, and I just couldn't do what I want when I wanted, and I was just like, this is the worst thing. This is gonna send me off the rails. But it's like I went out tonight, and I bought like some food and like made sweet and sour and cooked some rice, and it was really, really nice, and it was so good. And I cooked some for work, and it's like, doesn't matter what environment you're in, as long as you're happy and you're healthy, you can still do it your own way. Like, it doesn't matter if you're still living under your parents' roof, you can still cook your own meals and just be in charge of yourself still, but without it being too much pressure being around your parents, if that makes sense. That's probably like the worst description ever. But this makes me look really horrible because I've no makeup on, and ignore the horrible ponytail, I look really shiny. But I was kind of thinking, like, if like when I've been in hospital, like when I was in hospital a while ago, because I collapsed 3 times, which was horrible. But I just woke up and then I just collapsed. My body was so weak because I just wasn't eating. Like, I just didn't eat for like 3 days, or like, I think I was 3.5 days, and I just completely just started to lose my balance, and it was horrible. And when I came home from the hospital the day after, like, I didn't want to eat still, and I was scared of being put in an environment with food. And for me, like, I don't, to anyone who might be like going through similar, like, I was really scared to eat around my family back home because they've not seen it, they've not been around my illness for the last 2 years. And basically think I'm Sarah Larson. But yeah, like, I was really scared to come into that environment again where they'd not been around my illness, they wouldn't know how to react, they wouldn't know what to do. But when I came out of hospital and I did it myself on my own, that proved to me that I can still, like, because that was kind of the kick up the arse that I needed. It kind of made me realise that I needed to sort it out because I didn't want to end up in hospital again. And since then, I've made like really good improvements, and I'm really proud of myself for getting to this point, because it's, even though I've had therapy and I've had medication and spoken to a lot of doctors and nurses and blah, all that, but even though like it was other people who've helped me get to this point, like opening up to my family and moving home is probably actually going to be a really good thing for me. And as scared as I am, because I am really scared, but they love me, I think, and they want what's best for me. And as hard as it is to let down that wall that I've put up to my family, that everything's fine and I'm okay and that I don't want them to see me like sad or be sick or anything like that, but like over time it's going to get easier, and I can't expect like a quick fix in the first week that I've moved home. Oh, why do I always miss like this much out of my ponytail? It's actually like, I may as well just left my hair down, but it's so messy when I take it down. Nope, let's put that back up. But it's just one of those things that you've got to be patient, and I think that's like oh my god, what am I actually doing? I think that's like a really important thing, is just be patient with yourself and give yourself time. And that's the most important thing at first, is to give yourself time to recover. Give yourself time to get to a point that you're happy with, where you then feel comfortable to open up to your family. So at first, focus on yourself for a bit, be a bit selfish, because yeah, your family are worried and your friends are worried, but at the end of the day, it's you who's going through the worst of it every single day. So just give yourself some time, take some time aside for yourself, because I never used to do that, and I used to spend so much time trying to please everyone around me and make other people like me, and it made me miserable because I just never felt good enough. And like now that I've just stopped caring about what everyone else thinks and focused on my health and my happiness for a little bit, I'm now in a place where I've got rid of all the people who like were irrelevant and people who didn't actually care about me. And now I'm in a place where I'm getting better because I'm surrounding myself with the help and support of people who actually love me and people I love. Like, I work with some amazing girls from work, and like Laura and Francesca, you're like, and like so many other people, like Gabby and Jenny and like everyone, like, oh, I love you all from work. But no, like it's like friends like that and your family. Like I'm trying to get closer with my dad, but it's just like a bit weird. But as long as you're doing what makes you happy, that's the most important thing. And I think it doesn't matter who makes you happy. Just surround yourself with the people that do, because they'll want what's best for you. Oh, it's gone flat. Oh, I've just remembered to clean my teeth as well. That's so annoying. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say this week, because I feel really awkward and I feel really minging because I've no makeup on. But yeah, just be patient with yourself. Allow yourself time to heal. And then take one step at a time. Don't expect like quick fix overnight for your family to accept it, for your family to understand it, to see physical improvements, to feel mental improvements and emotional improvements. Like, you need time, and that could be weeks, it could be days, it could be months, it could be years, but you will get there eventually. You've just got to hold out for the good bits that aren't, like, and they're amazing and they're so worth it. And I was so scared of having this weekend away because I was worried about my eating and like just get it overwhelming me. And I've had the best weekend, and I had the best ice cream, the best salted caramel ice cream I've ever had in my life. Oh my god, it was so good. Benwick Bay? No, yeah, near Benwick Bay in Anglesey, if anybody wants to know. But yeah, that's this week's post. I will update you soon. Bye.